Sorry I'm late. I was just trying to cook a delicious dinner. Gets a little messy in the kitchen. Welcome to a very special Halloween episode of the Paisley Show. We have a great show for you today. Lizzie No is here. Charles Latham is here as well. Did you hear that? I know you heard that. I've also got some friends from my coven stopping by, and we're gonna have the ultimate horror movie showdown. I don't want to miss it. I gotta go take care of something. Y'all enjoy the show.
I've been around since the dawn of history. I was a soldier with a sacred band of thieves. Revered and brave, I fought with my head held high. They buried me, but I did not die. Nor the night sky, I'll ride out my horse, watching over you. If you must, then take them out by force, and I will see you through. I bombed the Nazis in 1943. I was betrayed and the Gestapo captured me. I took the blame and saved 2 doctors' lives. They murdered me, but I did not die. Oh, the night sky, I'll ride out my horse, watching over you. If you must, then take them out by force, and I will see you through. I fought the battle in 1969 in front of Stonewall, where glass and bricks were flying. 2 decades later, a virus took my life. They buried me, but I did not die. Oh, the night sky, I'll ride out my horse, watching over you. If you must, then take them out by force, and I will see you through. Through the night sky, I'll ride out my horse, watching over you. If you must, then take them out by force, and I will see you through.
Charles Latham wields an acid tongue and a poison pen. We played a show together back in January at the Pinhook in Durham, making him one of the few artists I actually played a real in-person show with in 2020. He is a fantastic artist, a wonderful person, and he leads one of my favorite bands, the Borrowed Band. Please welcome to the show, Charles Latham.
It's me, Satan.
Charles Latham, welcome to the Paisley Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on here. So how have you been doing during this whole pandemic time?
Well, as you can see, I'm thriving. I have my dark forces have all gathered, and yeah, everything's going according to plan. So I'm doing great. How about you?
You should see the other guy.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm still standing. Well, this is the Halloween episode, so let's talk about some spooky stuff. What are some of your favorite Halloween activities?
Oh, well, actually, this with a very special friend, and I carved this pumpkin last night, and she carved her own pumpkin. We had a pumpkin carving. That's one of my favorite things. Like rewatching, I've been, doing some horror classics. Not like, I don't like cut 'em up, blood. I like more of a spooky, or like a, or sexy spooky is even better.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
I mean, I feel like I want, my urge is to be like, obscure and say something like hip. Like, actually, there's this like 1926 Italian film. You probably haven't seen it, but no, but actually, like, I think this, like, The Shining. I just watched The Shining again. I saw Poltergeist as a child, and I remember like it scared me so much. And then like I just rewatched it. And I was like, it was one of those like, I can't believe we were allowed to watch this. Like. There's so much, like, they're like, the parents are smoking weed at the beginning. The parents are like, that the kids go to bed and they're just like rolling up joints on the bed, they're just like, oh man, like.
And it's rated like PG or something.
Yeah, it is. I know. And like, there's like a bunch of like shit and like, like words like that. And like, just like, it was so scary. And I realized like, I've never seen fully you remember the part where the guy like tears his face off in the mirror? Like, I've never actually seen until as a like, almost 40-year-old adult, I was able to watch it. And now it's like the 80s. You can tell like the rubber mask, but like that I used to have nightmares about that.
What were you doing like right when everything started to lock down?
Oh, so we'd finished the album, and like the original plan, I think, was to release it in the beginning of June and have a show. And so we had shows booked like from the last weekend of March, well, actually through mid-March all the way up till June. And then like, so we played a show. It was like Friday. I think it was like actually Friday the 13th. I'm not even joking, in March. And everyone was kind of like, I don't know. Cause it was starting to get intense, where it was like, everyone was like, uh-oh, like this is like getting real. And so we weren't sure if we should do it. I talked to the bar in Winston. They were like, we're open. So we went and played. That was Friday night. And then we were supposed to have a show, actually the Thirsty Beaver, on Sunday. And by Saturday, everyone was like, we can't, so like Sunday I canceled it. And then Monday was like, everything shut down. So it was like, but it was like a tense weekend of like really not knowing what to do, and it was just so weird. Cause on one hand, people were like, I don't know, it's open, like everything's open. And on the other, it's like, everyone's like, it's a pandemic. So it might be even for Halloween themed, because I like a sexy Halloween. It'll be my new song, Love Hurts, parentheses, If You Do It Right, which is my my country S&M anthem that we always needed.
Thank you, Charles Latham. Stay tuned for the video coming up right now.
I like the way you grab me by the collar. I like the way you make me scream and holler. Got me howling at the moon each and every night. I'm not looking for a kind and gentle lover. I like the way you make me ask you for another. They say love hurts, well, only if you do it right. Knee-high boots and a coal black pencil skirt, and breath so sweet it'd make your teeth hurt. It's not the kind of love you own, it's the kind that you can lease. And honey, it's not a spare dime I wouldn't spend to be the other end of your leash. I like the way you bring me to my knees. I like the way you make me mammon please. I like the way you like to really squeeze me tight. I'm not looking for a kind and gentle lover. I like the way you make me ask you for another. They say love hurts, well, only if you do it right. On our first date, you tied me to the railroad tracks and left me for an hour. I didn't think that you were coming back. But it's the mean things you do to me that show me you really care. Whispering sweet nothings in my ear while you pull my hair. I like the way you push me up against the wall. I like the way you make me come when you call. The neighbors must have thought we were having an awful fight. But I'm not looking for a kind and gentle lover. I like the way you make me ask you for another. They say love hurts, well only if you do it right. Sometimes I wonder who you are when you get home. You know, when the makeup's off and the hair is down and you're just trying to pay those student loans. You know, life is pretty painful, from the heartaches to the little pricks. And I guess it's nice to choose where and when to get our licks. I like the way you grab me by the collar. I like the way you make me scream and holler. Got me howling at the moon each and every night. I'm not looking for a kind and gentle lover. I like the way you make me ask you for another. They say love hurts, well only if you do it right. Say love hurts, but only if you do it right.
I need to warn my viewers that this next segment is very controversial. Are you all ready for the ultimate horror movie showdown? Yeah! All right, let's get started. So the first category is, now keep in mind, these are not the best horror movies of all time. These are just our personal favorites. These are our personal opinions, okay? But the first category is witch movies. Your options are, it's a real difficult choice because they're all great. I'm gonna be honest. Your options are Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic, The Craft, and The Blair Witch Project. Oh, The Craft.
Craft, we love The Craft.
And we're all witches, so that's my reason.
We are.
Okay, The Craft was very influential for me. I definitely did a spell on a boy I had a crush on and wore a lot of black.
So next category is favorite haunted house movie. The options are The Amityville Horror, Poltergeist, Insidious, and Paranormal Activity. Make your selections now.
I feel so bad.
Oh no, Insidious is the winner.
Yeah!
I love Insidious, I do. I have to say Poltergeist because that was just the movie that I liked. Probably one of the first horror movies I ever saw. Loved it, scared the bejesus out of me, and I think it still holds up today, so that's why I picked it.
So I was struggled between Insidious and Poltergeist. I picked Insidious because it was a recent hit that was really well done. And there's not a lot of those these days, so I was like, I gotta go with it.
Insidious because of the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
I like the direction and how they filmed that movie, which created a different type of scare.
So I went with Amityville. I assumed we were talking the original because, okay. It's just a really scary concept, and the dad, like James Brolin, man, he was hot back then, and he has aged well also.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Next category is zombie movies. The options are 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead, Zombieland, and Fido. Make your selections now. Oh no!
Yes.
I picked Zombieland.
You win.
Okay, 28 Days Later wins by a landslide. Well, I picked Zombieland because I thought the actors were hot and it was funny. Okay. Next category is your choices are Child's Play 2, Annabelle, The Exorcist, and The Conjuring. Make your selections now.
I initially picked The Conjuring, but
Scandal.
when I'm going like purist, you know, from a purist state of like of possession, then I gotta go I mean, Exorcism is a great movie anyway, but it's purely exorcism.
She is spinning her head. She's spinning out peas, like you know, like how they do that kind of thing, you know.
I love The Exorcist as well, and that would be a close second for me. But I really love horror movies that are super campy, and it doesn't get much more campy than Child's Play and Chucky with his melted legs when he's like dragging himself across the floor in the factory.
Next category. This is slasher movies. We have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, the original, Halloween, the original, and Scream, the original. Could have also been like best franchise, but it's slasher. Deal with it, everybody. Okay, we ready?
Ready?
Oh, wow!
Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming in for the shocking win. I like Friday the 13th because you can watch it on Halloween and every Friday the 13th. So it's multi-seasonal.
It was the first movie I remember watching when I was way younger and thinking, this is scary. It's like really scary. And every time my family took a road trip, I was like, we can't stop here. Someone's gonna grab us. Someone's gonna take us into their weird house.
So Scream was an obvious one because like every moment in that movie, I was just like, they died. And
It kind of also changed how I look at things too. Like, I would never think to buy a chainsaw because for me, chainsaws are only instruments of death.
Next category. This category is your favorite Stephen King movie out of these four options. Carrie, Pet Sematary, It, and The Shining.
Oh.
Oh my God, it's a tie, our first tie.
So this might be controversial, but I don't know if I really like a lot of Stephen King movies.
That is controversial.
As somebody who and I love horror movies, I really do, but I feel like every time I've watched one of his movies, I've just been like, okay, that was interesting. I was scared of it as a kid, so I was like, I'm gonna go with what I was scared of as a kid.
for me, I also was about to pick Pet Sematary because children scare me. So like, I was like, this creepy little child. It because of Tim Curry. I mean, I love Tim Curry, and he made me laugh. And again, like I said, it's always between either it has to be really scary, a good story, or laughter. And like Tim Curry just made me laugh the entire movie.
You don't always cheer for the villain, but I think in this case, you really kind of do.
Yeah.
So that's, and then, I mean, the blood on the head, that is like such.
Yeah. We have just 2 more categories left. This next one is my least favorite category. It's a scary family category. Choose from the following options: Get Out, Psycho, Hereditary, and Rosemary's Baby. Make your selections. Okay, this is our last category, and this was the hardest category for me. We're calling this the monster category, and here are your choices: The Babadook, Candyman, Jaws, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Here it is.
I promise this wasn't planned.
I know this was not
This
planned.
was not planned. Another tie. And I feel like in my heart, was tied between the 2 of those movies. So that's fair. Okay, Elm Street girls.
not because it's like the best horror movie, but it's just like I grew up with it and I know it really well. I love it.
It was an ingenious idea, you know, like a creature, and if you die in your sleep, you die in real life, you know, like that to me was like, oh shit. So now whenever I go to sleep, I feel like I'm falling, I'm going to be even more anxious and scared of that. And Spooktacular is hilarious. So like, again, camp and scary, both amazing. So.
Also, the second Nightmare on Elm Street is like the gayest movie of all fucking.
Yes, it is. With that dancing, Jesus Christ. But yes.
Oh my God, I love it. So I just want to say thank you to y'all for being here. I think this was indeed the ultimate horror movie show. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something.
My next guest is one of the most exciting voices in modern folk music. She plays the harp, the guitar, she has a beautiful singing voice, and she is a brilliant songwriter. Her latest release, Vanity, was praised by Rolling Stone as a crisp alt-rock gem. Please welcome to the show, Lizzie No.
So this is the Halloween episode. Are you a fan of Halloween? Do you get into the spirit of things?
I do like to get in the spirit of things. I don't always dress up, but I do love to eat candy and give out candy. And my birthday is always 1 week before Halloween, so I feel like I was born of a spooky spirit.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I was just watching Sleepy Hollow, which is so good. It is so good. And as my friend commented, like, I feel like Christina Ricci was born for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like it is in her face, it is in her voice, it is everything that she is. I'm so thankful for her because we need these spooky movies, the Caspers and the Sleepy Hollows of it all.
Getting back to the music, tell me about some of your musical influences.
Ooh, well, lately I've been listening to a lot of like Elizabeth Cotten, and like really like simple, anyone who's playing a guitar and singing alone. That's what I've been listening to. And I've been listening to Kaya Cater a lot.
Yes.
For like banjo tracks, like that's been a huge influence as I've been writing this new music. Those are two big ones. And then I'm always kind of listening to Amy Mann. Like she's, you know, those people that are always like reading Harry Potter or watching The Office. For me, it's like, I'm always listening to Amy Mann. She's always like soundtrack to whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, I love her. Can you tell us a little bit about the new album?
So I don't even really know. I haven't settled on a title. We haven't started recording. I just have 13 demos. And I think it's going to be a little bit more stripped down than Vanity. And I think that's kind of reflective of like a lot of these songs were written during quarantine. And I just imagine them as really intimate, reflective little soundscapes. So we'll see what it turns out to be. But there's a lot of like thoughts on loss, I think.
Yeah.
Which is great to this time.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, I want to tell people that you have an Ampled page, which is this really cool platform. So people can probably get more of a behind the scenes glimpse if they follow you there, right?
If people follow me on Ampled, pretty soon I'm going to start posting actually I have already started posting, now that I think of it, I've already started posting songs from the new album on my Ampled page, and I have a whole month of Halloween content if people are into Halloween stuff. Gabe and Tabby and I recorded a whole bunch of like spooky little videos for this month. So if they follow me at Ampled and my artist page is Lizzie No, they can follow me there and like get all the behind the scenes stuff on the new music.
Good evening, my darlings. Tonight you're in for a fright. A song to rattle your bones, foster your fears, and bottle your tears. And now, on with the show. I present Lizzie No.
There ain't no grave
What do you think I see? I see a band of angels coming after me. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Look out yonder, Gabriel, put your feet on the land and see. But don't you blow that trumpet till you hear from me. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave hold my body down. Hear that trumpet sound, gonna get up out the ground. There ain't no grave hold my body down. Now meet me, Jesus, meet me in the middle of the air. And if my wings should fail me, there'll be no other pair. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave hold my body down. Hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out the ground. Ain't no grave hold my body down.
That's our show. Thank you so much to my guests. Early voting is already underway here in New York City, so be sure to get out there and cast your vote on or before November 3rd. And remember, don't be normal, because normal is boring. Oh, and one more thing. Happy Halloween.